Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. XDC will be listed on LBank, and the trading will begin opening on November 30th, 2021, and that's at 1300 UTC plus 8. Also, to the future of gaming is SHIB, and the headline I highlight here from the Sun Tzu Art of War. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. Chinese general and military strategist Sun Tzu from the Art of War. So it looks like SHIB is getting into gaming, and they continue to release news each week, basically creating more and more utility. So again, as we've shown, they're moving away what we call our wild card. They're moving away from just being a useless little meme into significant utility. So we're going to continue to follow that. Again, it's our wild card. Whether we ride it to zero or ride it to success, it's all for fun here on this channel. And so far, significantly in 2021, it has been the highest gainer by leaps and bounds. So another thing I want to point out, Japanese stock exchange JPX creates digital subsidiary including for blockchain. So the Japanese stock exchange JPX announced the creation of a new digital subsidiary, JPX Market Innovation and Research, or JPX Research Institute for short. But what's kind of flashes through my mind is the Japan Exchange Group expands blockchain trials, and we're reaching back even into 2016. And it had a consortium between several companies within its umbrella to test a blockchain proof of concept. As we keep moving forward, we have the Japan Exchange Group JPX working paper, and it's going to continue to show here again what we're going to show over and over, where the consortium basically connected to IBM and the Hyperledger fabric on the DLT platform. And again, DLT, distributed ledger technology, is just basically another description for blockchain. But I think that's very interesting, especially at the timeline in 2016, because we know that was very, very significant for IBM Fabric, Hyperledger Fabric, and its connection to Stellar. And again, Stellar designed for the retail aspect, mostly unbanked, underbanked by its design and focus. But don't get me wrong, it can do institution as well, as we've shown, the interchangeability and capabilities of XRPs and XLM. And again, IBM and Japan's largest stock exchange to test blockchain for trading environments, going even back to February 16, 2016. We've shown you from the page of JPX. Now we've shown you from the page of IBM, basically showing the consistency of those at that time with its connection, IBM working with JPX, and to jointly evaluate how the IBM open source blockchain code has been proposed to the Linux Foundation's Hyperledger product. And it can be used for trading and settlement in low liquidity markets. As the Hyperledger project evolves, the joint IBM and JPX evaluation will work transition to use the code produced by that effort. And again, at that time, it was very significant with IBM, Hyperledger Fabric, Stellar. Next up, we have Inheriti, the premier solution for digital wealth transfer in the blockchain space. And I've, been an investor for the past year or more. So I'm not even sure when I got into it, over a year ago, Safe Haven. So Inheriti is the latest addition to the ever-expanding solutions from Safe Haven. They are revolutionizing the digital space by providing a secure and patented inheritance and backup solutions. And I don't know if you've followed that very much, but I find that's very interesting, because if something happens to you, what's going to happen to your digital assets. And Inheriti actually offers that, something that you can, move forward or pass forward to your children and grandchildren, whatever your focus is for the inheritance of digital assets on the blockchain. So it's very interesting asset and technology they have there. So if you're not familiar, you might want to check it out. And also too, Safe Haven is part of the ecosystem of the VeChain ecosystem. So that is another thing, being very bullish on XRP, XLM, XDC, and VET, that I had to expand into the ecosystem. And guys, remember, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. And as always, before we go, I want to leave you with a final thought. I will success in life. Not immediately, but definitely. And again, I want to thank all of our supporters on Patreon. Much love to all of you. And I want to say thanks to our VIP on Patreon, Surfmeister, and to each and every one of you. Nothing but love, and we will catch you in the next one.